Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Butterball from Ladder Company 50 in the Bronx in the FDNY. Tonight I'm talking about my community risk reduction plan. With the uptick of gas prices and people trying to find ways to alternatively save money, not having to use cars and stuff like that, people are starting to use the e-bikes and the electric scooters and stuff like that. The problem that has come with these e-bikes is these batteries for the e-bikes require to be charged. Oftentimes, people that are using these aren't educated enough to know that the chargers that sometimes come with them need to be the same ones that they have to have all the time. People need to understand that buying the aftermarket chargers for these batteries can be very fatal and deadly because the chargers don't tell the batteries when to stop charging. When these batteries are overused, overcharged, damaged in any way, they tend to start a fire. Throughout the city, you can find these batteries everywhere. These batteries can be found in almost every home, every business, everywhere. Even to the point now that there's vehicles, vans, that store hundreds of these batteries to go around the city to rechange the batteries for the e-bikes and the e-scooters that most commuters use to get to and from work. The reason why that this has become a big issue in the city, and not just the city, but nationwide, is because of the fires that these batteries cause, the toxic fumes that these batteries put off. With an e-battery, if it is not charged right with the proper charger, it will start a fire within a matter of seconds. Con Edison has provided a video that when you watch it, the person is in an elevator within seconds, 5 seconds, the battery explodes, and luckily the individuals in the elevator are able to get out in a timely manner and be unhurt. So for these batteries, a lot of people don't realize that when they start on fire, they just explode, and it takes a lot to put them out. These batteries, when they explode, produce large volumes of fire, larger than some of the fires of modern times. Just recently in the Bronx, 17 people died in a multi-story building because of a lithium-ion battery fire, and because they didn't close doors. It's another community response program that is being worked on as well. So for emergency response purposes for the lithium-ion batteries, you would get your normal assignment when there's considered a fire or a 1075. These responses will have typically 3 engines and 2 trucks, a squad company, a rescue company, 2 battalion chiefs, fire sector chief, and an outside commander before a division chief shows up. Once it is deemed a lithium-ion fire, the battalion chief is requested to call a hazmat company so hazmat can remove the lithium-ion battery. The only way to put these lithium-ion batteries out is with copious amounts of water, or to completely submerge the battery in water. Now, by doing so, this puts the fire out, but not all the time. It's still possible for the battery to be pulled out of the water and still start another fire. Throughout the community, the FDNY is going to start enforcing, through building inspection, the sales of the proper chargers through the bodegas and other stores, because these batteries can cause such great fire that it is very detrimental to any community. And it's not just to say that it's the poor communities that buy these chargers. Everyone buys chargers. Everyone's trying to find the cheaper charger to be able to get the job done. Now, other examples of where you can find lithium-ion batteries: your everyday laptop, your cell phone, your kids' Power Wheels. You can also find it in supermarkets with pallet jacks to be able to move merchandise back and forth. A lot of restaurants in the city have 2 scooters for delivery, and at night they bring these scooters in and charge the batteries in the basement where all their stock is, which creates a huge fire load. So, because of these lithium-ion batteries, the FDNY is going to start, like I said, implementing fines for stores and businesses that don't use the proper chargers. Now, once these chargers are actually made in factories, they're lab tested and they're stamped by the lab. And this way, you can know if your battery is going to be properly charged. When you're using the proper charger, the charger will send a signal to the batteries to tell it that it's completely charged and stop requesting for power to charge it. For our community risk reduction plan, we're going to hold seminars throughout the 5 boroughs in different neighborhoods, and we'll issue 1 lab-tested charger to families, because our goal is to make sure that everyone stays safe and everyone is being safe as well. One of the ways to mitigate the sale of the bad chargers is going to be to issue a fine or a summons to delis and bodegas and stores that are selling these chargers. Initially, the budget restraints, the city's going to have to front the bill for the proper training and the information to be handed out. But hopefully, with the summonses and fines that will be implemented, the city will recuperate the money and continue to keep the program going and going. So again, lithium-ion batteries. A few quick tips. If your battery is damaged, do not use it. If your charger dies, buy the proper charger. If you hear your battery pop or smoke comes out of your battery while it's charging, disconnect the battery as soon as possible and call 911 and evacuate the building, as you don't have very long before the battery catches on fire. I hope you have a good night. Hope everyone stays safe.